Hi, and welcome to day 10 of the Vlogmas series here with HH3. I'm Tamara Janee. Today I'm coming with you with a quick video on the Small Business Disadvantage Certification. For you who don't know exactly what that certification is, it is specifically designated to help us as small businesses obtain and be on a level playing field when it comes to doing business with the government. So, generally speaking, to qualify for this certification, which is a small business disadvantage certification, you do have to be 51% owned within that company as a small business disadvantaged business owner. And I've seen some people who try and kind of get around this, and there is absolutely no way around it. You have to have that in writing. It has to be listed on your paperwork that 51% of that company is owned by a disadvantaged business owner. Now, how do you qualify for this certification, right? It mainly goes off of your personal net worth, and your personal net worth cannot exceed more than 1 million within the annual year. Which, if you're just starting out in your business, of course, this should be fairly easy for you. This was actually one of the very first certifications that I went for when I initially started my construction company. So definitely look into it if you have not already. A lot of times we as small businesses, especially if we're just getting started out in the business area, we neglect to kind of do our own research and figure out what is out there for us. What are some things that they have out there for us to benefit us? A lot of small businesses, they absolutely have no clue on how to even get started with doing business with the government. And while you do not have to be certified to do business with the government, there are specific contracts that are set aside ideally for small businesses so that you can get your piece of the pie, right? The government buys everything. The government works with everyone. No matter what it is out there that the services that you are offering, the government itself does do business with you. And some of those contracts, in order to get them, you do have to be certified. So again, that comes with doing your research on the bids and making sure that you understand the bid and understand the requirements of that particular bid that you're trying to work on. Now, the government itself, it does purchase up to 400 billion per year in services and goods. So if you could get into that and you can get your piece of that, why not? Right? If they require that you have a specific certification, why not get the certification and open your business up to new income or even more income? Once you are certified, you will realize that a lot of prime contractors or general contractors, as some would call it, they will start looking for you. Why? Because they've won this contract, and now that contract says that they have to set aside 5 to 15% of that contract to a small business. So if they run across your name or they run across your company and they say, hey, I have this contract, I want to give it to you, but do you meet the requirements? You always want to make sure that you are prepared before you get into your actual bids and before you start trying to win some contracts, because if you try and wait until you have a contract in your hand, that contract is going to go to someone else because you are not prepared. So I always say, get your stuff together before you even go out and try and bid on a contract. Now, of course, the government, it has set aside programs for everyone. It has set aside for women-owned, minorities, of course, small businesses. So there is a way that you can fit into that, and you have to do your research to see where it is that your company fits in. But once you have your certification, you need to go ahead and get registered on the government websites, in which I'll be doing a video here later in the series on what are some government websites you want to get certified in. Get registered on, so that prime contractors can come and find you. Now, of course, before you do this certification, before you do any certification, you want to make sure that you are registered with SAMS. I believe I'm doing a video in this series on SAMS registration. I think so. Don't quote me on that. But I'll be showing you how to get registered in SAMS. If you do not know how to get registered within SAMS, that is a service that I offer on my website at hh3construction.com. You'll also want to obtain your DUNS number, which you can get this from DUNS. Is it Dunstream Bread? I'll have to link it. I get the name so mixed up, but you'll also want to get your DUNS number and your NAICS code. You will need those in order to get your certification. You're really going to need those in order to get any certification. So again, be prepared before you get ready to bid. Do your research and see what type of bids do you see yourself as a company going after. Because generally, if you're going after the same exact type of bids, the requirements are pretty much going to be the same. So that'll kind of tell you exactly what it is that you need in order for you to be ready to do business with the government and to position yourself to where you can actually win that contract. So if you need help with getting your certifications, getting registered within SAMS, I am here to help you. You can always schedule a session with me and we can get you set up to where you are ready to use your certifications. So I will see you guys tomorrow for day 11. Hit me in the comments and let me know, are you certified? Are you looking to get certified with your with the small business disadvantage certification? If so, are you working on doing it yourself or are you needing someone to do it for you? See you guys tomorrow.